Yeah, I knocked out the first Pakistani Muslim professional world boxing champion, Javed Khalid from Nottingham at Portland Edge Centre in the Meadows in Nottingham. He begged me to come down and do some sparring. I come across him. He was driving his taxi in Market Square. He was going for the ABAs. He was in his early 20s, same as me, same age as me. I think he's a little bit older in months wise, but like we had trained a lot in the. I turned pro when I was 18. He was going for the ABAs titles and that, which I think he won. Like he was like 20 odd. Anyway, I knocked him out in advance of him doing a little something years later. Well, basically happened when I knocked him out. You know, he asked me to go down there. I was a criminal at the time. I had a load of Nick gear on me at the time, shoplifting stuff. I mean, professional stuff, like, you know, designer wear and stuff. Like, that's what we used to do. I'd been out of boxing for a few years. Well, at least a year and a half, I think it was. Not trained or anything. He come across me in Market Square, pulled up at the side of me. He was in his taxi. Like I say, he was in the amateurs together. We used to travel around the country now. He fought and I fought and stuff like that. And Meadows, Woodington, Portland Edge Centre in the Meadows. That's where the gym was. And I mean, the first time I ever sparred him, I wasted him. Yeah, this Rastafarian racist guy called him Joseph. I don't know what his second name is, but a proper racist guy, shouting on for Jared to try and kill me. And I was the first night I was there when I was an amateur. I went there when I was 17. Like, and he wanted to spar straight away, and he'd had like 10 amateur fights, stopped them all, knocked them out, whatever, all wins. And I totally annihilated him because he went at me with hate, man, and I just punched him to fuck, bust his nose, bust his lip and everything. The trainer, the main guy in the gym, Albert Tander, he's dead now, God rest his soul, he's a lovely guy, little small guy. He had to step in and stop the sparring because he was getting battered that bad. Because Josie was shouting him on and stuff. And a few years later, like I say, I turned pro when I was 18. And then what happened then was I got sucked into crime and shit, going out drinking all the time, different women and stuff all the time, fucking dabbling in drugs and shit. Anyway, I was doing a lot of professional shoplifting back then. And he come across it, he pulled up at the side of me in Market Square in his taxi, offered me a lift, so I got in the car with him because he was living in the Meadows at the time, as I was at the time. Pardon me. So I accepted his lift, jumped in, drove me to where I was living. For free of charge, and asked me to come back, basically begged me to come down and give me some proper sparring because I'm getting on, and he had the ABA championships coming up. So I said, oh, man, I can't give you any good sparring, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, fucking, I'm fucked. I'm smoking and everything. And he said, oh, anything's better than nothing. So anyway, I goes, okay, I'll go down there. And he wanted me down there that night, so I went down there. I think it was a Thursday evening, if I remember right. I went down there, and he had his fucking brothers and his mates there for the spar. And as we started sparring and shit, like, they were shouting, go on, Jerry, and I can remember, towards the end of the first round of the sparring, it only lasted a round, actually. What happened was that he hit me with a jab and bust my nose, like, and started bleeding, which is, my nose used to always bleed, by the way. Well, I never got it broken, but it always bled very easily, but it was a good jab. And what happened then was that his brother's going, go on, Jerry, go on, that's it, lad. So it's the same sort of fucking thing when I first sparred with him, when Joseph, this Rastafarian guy, right, racist guy, fucking was egging him on and shouting him on. Same sort of situation a few years later. Like I said, I was 20, 21 at the most. Same age as me, like I told you. So what happened was, like, well, I stepped up a level then I like thought, oh, you want to go then, do you? So like, I feinted the right hand because I'd noticed that he was moving towards his left every time I threw a right. No, he was moving towards his right every time I throw a right. So I feinted the right hand and met him with a left hook, which was one of my best punches, left hooks and that. I knocked out the middle area champion, Steve Goodwin, he ranked number 10 in the country at the time, with a left hook. Basically, anyway, back to that now. I was going to tell you about that, but no. But like I said, I hit him with my left hook, feinted the right hand, hit him with my left hook as he moved to his right, and he went down heavy, like, and he was there for 2 or 3 seconds, like, sat there just staring ahead, and he was gone. So I went over and I had to lift him up. Off the ground and that. And then he gave me a lift up and he started speaking to me about, oh, you know, that's the first time anything like that has ever happened to me. I don't even know what happened now and stuff. So I told him, you know what I mean? I said, well, like, you know, fucking hell, you know, like, I fucking, I'd experienced it as well, so I understand what it feels like. Anyway, that was that. Okay, and then years later we reconnected, and he was like world boxing champion by this time. He'd won the Commonwealth title, military title, welterweight he was at. What happened then was, like I said, we reconnected. He came down my ass, and I had some photos took with him. He'd won his world title and stuff. And I just mentioned, I mentioned that my next door neighbour was Pakistani Muslim as well. And he said, oh, all right. I said, yeah, but they're giving on sort of fucking shit, Joey, man. Waking my kid up every night. I mean, like, they don't care about the noise they're making and everything. He goes, I put mine over road with me for one. I said, no, you don't have to do that, man. Like, and then he basically, like, as he was leaving the house, this guy next door to us, the arsehole, and his wife, Amjad Yunus, his name was, and her name was Sima. We called her Slimer, because that's what she was like. So anyway, Joey, like, he remembered his face from somewhere, and like, you know, he'd known him or something. He goes, oh, I'll talk to him. And I'm just instantly starts talking in Pakistani in front of me. And Jared, respect him for this. He says, no, speak English. He knew it was disrespectful. So obviously he's going to be calling me blind. That's why the reason why he's fucking speaking in the Pakistani language. So anyway, Jared goes, I'm going to go and have a chat with you. And he went in the house. Come back about an hour later, next door, like I said, it was next door. He said, oh, Brendan, he says, you know, he's young and he's fucking stupid, like, and he says, but I can't go against him, you know, I've got a good standing in the community and shit, I can't go against him, like, even if he's out of order. That's a sure prerogative. I didn't even tell you to go around and have a chat with him, but anyway, that's what happened, like, and I know, a few months after that, ended up, me and Jerry sort of texting again, speaking to each other. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot, that time there, just before that situation with the neighbour happened, before he went and popped around to see him, I wrote a letter on Jared's behalf to Don King, you know, the boxing promoter, promoted Muhammad Ali's fights and all that shit, and Tyson fights, you know, ripped Tyson off, Mike Tyson. Yeah, anyway, like, I wrote a letter to Don King, because he owned all the world welterweight boxing champions at that time. Jared, he had the IBO or the IBA World Welterweight Championship. He defended it 5 times so far. He had, and what happened was, like, he wasn't getting the money fight that he wanted. You know what I mean? Like, he was still having to work as a taxi driver even then, as a world boxing champion. So I said, oh no, I want to write a letter to Don King on your behalf. So I found out his main address, Don King, his main place of work, and I wrote a letter out, a real big one, but it was like, the way I did it, graffiti down on the front of the envelope. I did it so it would get noticed. It wouldn't just be chalked away or anything. So really, like, about a week later, I rang up, because we'd not heard anything, and I rang up the Don King's business and everything, and it's his wife who I spoke to. She was his main assistant, his personal assistant. So why does that? I spoke to her. I said, well, did you get a letter? And I described the letter envelope to her and everything. And she says, yeah, we got that one. Yeah, we did. He's read it, right? And he said, but you know, just after that, he's now in hospital because just after that he had a heart scare, right? And anyway, so I told Jared, like, give him a copy of the letter. Actually, I did a copy of the letter for Jared, right, so he could see what I'd done. But anyway, like I said, he didn't get back in touch till he ended up in hospital. Don King did, from the letter, and he didn't get back in touch with Jared. And so Jared retired from boxing, and that was that. But anyway, like I said, then a month later or whatever, no, he wasn't officially retired at that point. But anyway, he was coming around speaking to me stuff again about other stuff and that, because like we reconnected, and you know, that's when I mentioned the next door neighbour and stuff. And like I say, he went around and I chatted with him, come back, he said, I can't go against him. I've got a good standing in the community. I can't go against her. Basically, he was saying I can't go against a fellow Muslim, even if they're out of order, even if they're wrong. And so I said, you know, I don't want to agree, mate. So you know what I mean? Like, it's your prerogative, it's not a problem. And then a couple of months after that, I ended up talking to him again. He asked me how the shit with the neighbour was going on. I said he's got even worse now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's doing stuff on purpose now to keep us awake at night. So basically, like, Jared then sent me a text message saying, turn Muslim, they'll stop giving you shit then. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he said. Turn Muslim, Brendan, they'll stop giving you shit then. That's what he said. I thought, what the fuck? So like all the time he was seeing me as a but anyway, so I thought, what the fuck? And I sent him a message back straight away. I said, come into a field with me and that. Come to a field with me now, just me and you, and say that to my face. And then like and it got left for about 10 minutes. He didn't contact me. Then out the blue I got a text message in Pakistani. And again, so I sent a text message back to him. in Pakistani language. So I sent a text message back to him and said, what does that mean? And then he sent another text message saying, you're white trash. That's what he said to me. What the fuck? Won't come and meet me in the field? See what I'm saying? But sent that sort of shit at me. So all that time I thought, whoa, what the fuck, man? Do you know what I mean? Like, all them fucking years, do you know what I'm saying? All them times I sparred with him to help him out and stuff. He learnt his fucking boxing style off of me. Because he was a fucking aggressive attacking fighter back then. Once I went to that gym and sparred with him and annihilated him. He took on board my fucking style, my counter-punching style and shit. That's what he did. He like, he morphed around me because he was training me all the time. So he copied it, man. Do you know what I'm saying? He was not that sort of a fighter when I come up to that gym when I was 17 and he was 17. He wasn't that style of a fighter. He was an attacking jump forward fighter. Attacking, always on the front foot forward fighter. And bit by bit he changed his style, he morphed. And that was that. And then I got pulled away from boxing. Like I said, I got involved in drug and criminal and shit and non-stop fucking women every night and all that. I was a good looking guy back then. But anyway, like, believe it or not, it's true. Anyway, listen, so like, you know, and then he sent me that, calling me white trash. So all that time, I thought he was a boxing brother, one of my closest boxing brothers, probably one of my closest I felt, and everything. I loved him with my heart and that. I still love him now. But like, you know, but with a tougher love. You have to, don't you? You have to be tougher, love-wise. You know what I'm saying? Verbally now, I'm not going to beat him or anything, but you know, you know, that's the way I am. I'm saying. And so it seemed me, not only is it a white skin suit by calling me white trash, it also not only that, it seemed me as a possible convert to his cult, and it is a cult, it's not a religion, right? Religion's about peace and love. Do you know what I'm saying? They don't go fucking doing the shit that they do. You know the score on that one, man. Anyway, and also like they're fucking took a profit in it for material and lust profit, by the way. That's all he was. Slave trader, filthy rich merchant, you name it. He was it, even worse than what you can even imagine. But anyway, listen, you have to read up on it. I've read up on it and that. It's all stuff actually in the Quran for people to fucking read. I mean, go and watch more videos, got more details on it. But anyway, like I say, that's how Jared had seen me all that time. He had me fucking manipulated, man. I mean, like, because he'd seen me all the time as a possible convert to his cult, right? And the white flesh suit. That's it, white skin. He just seen me as that white flesh suit. Never saw me, my heart, the way I was with him and shit. So I'm saying he'd always seen me as that way, which he proved at the end of our fucking relationship, and that's that. And that's what happened, yeah. Believe it or not, it's the truth. Whatever, you know, you can fucking believe it or not. It's up to you. Whatever you believe, I can't force you to believe me. I've told you the truth. That's how I am. I'm a truthful guy. There you go. Peace and love, brother. God bless you all. Muslims, non-Muslims, everybody. Love you all. I wish you all well. So I mean, I really do. I do. I wish you all well. Truly, I do. Okay, but you know, stop the pretend to be meat shit. I mean, Islam is the wolf in sheep's clothing that went fully viral and naked on 9/11. It exposed itself on 9/11, but most of you are way too scared to take a closer look at it. And I do mean it. Take a closer look at it. You know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, there you go. Peace and love, brother. Bye. Peace in.